Hey, what's up, Tempo family? It's your girl Tiana here. Thank God it's Friday. Today, our featured guest is Ramzey Magandey, and we're going to be discussing his music video, which is coming to Tempo, called Rude Boy. He's from Jamaica, and you know we've got so much love for our Jamaican artists. And across the Caribbean, we need people to represent the different islands. Jamaica is just winning right now. We got to get all these other artists out here. So if you are an up and coming artist anywhere in the Caribbean, because we're showing love all over the island, you can email me at tcolbert@temponetworks.com to submit your music video to Tempo so that we could get your music video in front of a broader audience, reach the masses, and get you the exposure that you truly deserve. And I see our artist has arrived, so I am going to invite him right in. Hey, Ramsey.
Hey, how you
Great. Good
doing?
to see you. Thank you so much for this interview with me today.
Nice,
We're
nice.
very excited
My
to
pleasure.
have
How
you
you
here at
doing?
Tempo.
Me too. I really
I want to
appreciate it.
start by asking you, how did you first get started in the music industry? Where did it all begin for you?
So I guess since I was a kid, I grew up in a musical environment. As I said, like my dad was very musical. He used to do music as well before he passed, and I used to always watch him. And then I have a lot of mentors, professional mentors who
What was that?
if you get.
You said you have a lot of mentors?
Yes, I have a lot of mentors who have helped me along the way.
Mm-hmm. And how would you describe the genre of music that you create?
Well, I create a fusion dancehall and Afrobeat, which is so it's like a numerous amount of fusion of music that comes together that definitely make the music a little bit Afro and dancehall more sound.
And how did you develop this unique sound?
I think it's just from paying attention to music and listening to music so much to the point where I started listening to a lot of Afrobeat, dancehall, reggae, and so many music. So when I make music, I just make music according to how I feel. So I think that's what brings me into that sound, coincidentally, Not even was paying much attention, but that's what happened.
Very well said. And how has your Jamaican heritage influenced your style of music?
I very much. It influenced my music very much because, I'm Jamaican and I was born and raised in Jamaica. So, of course, with so much music here and so much music always around us, it's impossible not to be influenced by our culture,
And how has your sound as an artist evolved over the years from when you first got started to now?
It has grown a lot. I've developed more different type of sound. I've developed more melody and such. So yes, I would say I've developed a lot. And even on the album, the 369 King, definitely when you listen to my album, you will definitely get so many different flavors. Because there's so much flavor on that album that is going to definitely be busting.
I love the variety. And what was your creative process like when you were writing the lyrics for Rude Boy?
My creative process was very unique. I don't do like pen and paper writing, but what I'll do, I like when I make the beats, I would just listen to beats and just come up with a title or an idea, whatever feeling I'm in, and then I would just use that opportunity to just express whatever I'm feeling or whatever vibe I'm in. And that's how my creative process goes.
And what impact did you want your song Rude Boy to have on its listeners?
I wanted to have a high intensity feeling because that's what it is. It's about the rude boy culture of Jamaica, which is it's just that rude boy, but also it's like a thing we are saying like, okay, rude boys, ladies like rude boys. So it's that kind
Yeah.
of Beauty and the Beast type of thing, you know.
And I
Definitely.
understand that you're also a musician as well. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. I'm a producer as well. So I also produce and I do the engineering, also writing. I do a lot of writing. So
Do you play a
definitely.
musical instrument?
Yeah, I play like the keyboard and stuff like that. A little bit of guitar. Still working on more instrument, drums.
And how important is it for a music artist to be able to read music? Is that like a must?
Not really. It's not difficult.
I can't read music. I used to try. I used to play piano by ear, and I never got the music reading part. I think it's hard, but you know, some people they have that gift. People like you. So,
Yeah, definitely.
and
So,
can you tell us about your album, The 369 King?
yeah, it's a 20-track album, produced by me. All the songs was written by me. Beats were all made by me. I record myself, mix and mastered, and I did that deliberately because I wanted to create something that was not likely like the norm. So I wanted to create a sound. I wanted to create a free-minded sound. I didn't want it another producer that could push me in a direction. You know, I wanted to just create this off my come up with this idea from scratch. So that's how I did, and I just create that sound, and I just take my one time and do it my way. You know, so this album is definitely something that I want everyone to check out because I know they won't be disappointed. It has all different type of flavor and sound, and it's a refreshing sound in terms of where dancehall is coming from. So it will definitely be something that everyone will enjoy, and I tell you, you will never be disappointed.
I think it's incredible that you have the skill to do all those different parts. People have to hire different people to do all these things, but you were able to be like a one-man band and create this album basically on your own. That is such a impressive skill to have. Not everybody can do that. How did you learn to do all these things as one individual?
It's just the passion of music. The passion and love that you have for music will make you will find yourself doing almost everything when you truly love music, you know. So what you don't know, you will find yourself going research, learn, and that's what I do. I do a lot of researching and I do a lot of learning. So I try my best to make sure I can, you know, and I try to do it on a professional level too, not just, you know, just learn whatever, but try to make sure I put it at a perfect, you know.
What
level.
aspect of the music production process did you get the most enjoyment out of?
My most enjoying part would be after I finish make the beat, and now it's time to lay down a track. That's the part. I always want to see what idea I'm gonna come with, because I don't even know sometimes what idea I'm gonna come with. So it's like when I start listening to the beat, I may just have a drink and just, you know, catch a vibe and just feel that. Yeah, just feel it, and then from there goes magic. You know, I come up with a great content and a good idea, and I like to make my content and my topics very interesting. I like to tell stories. You know.
And what's the best piece of advice that you received on your journey as a music artist in today's music business?
My best advice that I've received is I received so much. So I'll say my best would be probably, you know, people will say like, yeah, I'm very unique. I have a unique sound. And that's something that I really admire. Unique is that it's not like what you have heard before. It's a different. And I always want to come with something that's much different than what have been done before, because I want to leave my mark in this as, you know, as someone who is a pioneer or the starter of something.
You just answered my next question. I was going to ask, what legacy do you want to leave on the world through your music? And you put it beautifully. Where do you see the future of fusion music headed?
Well, this future music and this new sound that I have, I see it going to the top. I see it going to the top where people are going to definitely fall in love with this music, and you're going to also propel dancehall. It's a new level of dancehall, you know. It's a new level of dancehall. It's gonna make a much difference to the world, and it's gonna be more enjoyable, you know. It's just a fusion. It's not saying that we're taking away from what has been done before, but we also appreciate what has been done before. But now we are adding to what's been done before and taking it to another level.
Very well said. And what can our followers look forward to seeing from you during 2023? What are you working on right now? What's your next project?
I'm working on more albums. I got probably 7 albums to release already that have already been recorded and put together. And I have a lot of singles. So I have a lot of music to select from. So it's just numerous amount of singles and music, and I'm still creating more. So 7 albums in the pipeline along with this one already out. There's the 369 King, which is available on all platforms. So we're keeping it going, you know. Just more creation and just more stories to tell.
And where can our followers follow you on social media to keep up with your singles coming out and where you'll be and what you're making next?
Yeah, so they can find me everywhere. You know what I mean? I go by the name of Ramzey Magandey, so you can find me on social media. Most popular social media, probably, of course, Instagram, YouTube, and stuff like that. So they can find me in all those. And just Google my name. You'll see what I'm doing.
And where can our followers purchase your music to support you as an artist?
They can support me in all musical stores because my music is available on all musical platforms, popular music platforms like Apple, Spotify, and all those other ones, definitely. But you can find me on all platforms that play music.
And before we wrap up, is there anyone on your team that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Of course, I'd like to give a shout out to my my PR, which is Durant. Yeah, Carl Durant. So he's a person who's keeping it going, and Born King Production, which is my label, because I also, you know, want to give a shout out to that because we're making big moves and more moves to become. So this is a new thing that we're doing, and we're gonna take it to the top and to the world.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today for this interview. Rude Boy is coming to Tempo Networks next week, so remember to download the Tempo Plus app so that you can see the Rude Boy music video as well as more music videos that we will be having airing throughout the day during our music video blocks. Watch it anywhere, anytime on the Tempo app. Can be downloaded on any smartphone or mobile device. Thank you so much for your time today, Ramzey. We'll definitely stay in touch.
Yeah, man.